Just holy shit, that's awesome. Yeah, he wants to be on the. Hello there, great person, and welcome back to Let's Watch Some Monster. Today with episode 12, and it is called Experiment Without. I don't even know what that is. Like, I don't know the English word for this word. It's something like without any criteria to its success or something. Like, it's a very weird word. Anyway, we will just get into it. Have some new experiences. Let's see how long this takes. This time I hope it's a bit quicker, but yeah, this show is absolutely awesome. Let's dive into it. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like these videos, share them a bit, and we'll just go have some fun, I guess. Yeah, let's just go.
Doch ich frag mich, wer wir sind.
So, we're still with these two? A project, yeah. I mean, that would also explain their strictness, because a soldier is basically what Mr. Hartman wants. You know, someone who obeys everything. You could also say that the military is the evil fatherly idea, in a way, I do think. But then again, in the military, you need it, because otherwise you might not survive a battle. You know, so there's like, in a certain situation, it is even of merit what Mr. Hartman does. Also, by the way, the name Hartman does translate to hard man, and you could also say strict man. That's also a possible translation. It's a bit more reaching, but I do think it still fits the word, so it's interesting that he's a very strict person. If you do a euphemism with what he does to Dieter, but yeah. Altered the minds. Okay, how did they do that? Oh, the bodies as well. How the fuck did they do that? I mean, that's scary and evil, but how did they do it? Oh my god. Okay, I mean, we are now 1 minute in, and we already talk about the Stanford Prison experiment. You probably know that, so we'll just briefly go over it. It was an experiment where people were like locked up for a certain amount of time. I do think it was 2 weeks, might have been another time. Like, don't hold me to the exact time. And they were assigned roles, so everyone was role-playing. Some were role-playing as guards, and some were role-playing as normal inmates. And they were like they drew lots who was what, and then they just let them live in that prison. And it absolutely went to shit, because the guards started mistreating the people and stuff, and it went so far that they had to abort it because it was so terrible, and because they were doing things that were extremely immoral, and like your code of ethics wouldn't have stood through that, or whatever you say. Nowadays, the codes of ethics for psychological experiments are a lot harder. Like, you can barely do anything anymore, which is, I mean, sometimes a bit sad. I mean, obviously you shouldn't harm people, but it's very strict, so researchers also halted through that. But yeah, there is a movie about it which is exaggerated, but you can watch that. I do think it is along the lines of it. So it's a very famous psychological experiment, and it does show indeed that if you're in a position of power and you have no one to, and you can do whatever you want, and there are people beneath you or below you in status that you can find a moral reason to hate and to dunk on, you will, in most cases. There is this almost fairy tale-like idea of we are all good people at hearts, and we're not. We're evil people at hearts. I think that's more of what has been found out. And with evil, you have to be careful. I don't mean this evil like this psychopathic evil, but it's more like antisocial. Oh. antisocial behavior. Like that's, if you consider that evil, for example, like not caring for others, spitting in their food because it's fun a bit and because you can show them the power you have, like these types of evil, if you call that evil, I would probably call it evil, so that's why I said it like that. And that is within you, because socialization, I do think I mentioned earlier, it happens around the age of 3, and if you don't do it, you will almost never, I do think it's I think they say it's impossible. I don't know how reliable that is, but it seems damn near impossible to get socialized after the age of 3 or like 4, like something like that, and very, very detrimental stuff. So you fall back into this very antisocial place then, and that is basically what they're doing here. Like they make them, they build groups, so there's a group mentality, and then they play war. You know, and the other side is a bit like the Stanford Prison experiment, because you don't care for the other side. Like they're your enemy. They are probably even making your life miserable, either directly or via punishment from your, like from the research personnel. So many reasons given to hate them. And I mean, soldiers, I guess, have to be taught to hate, because most people don't hate, I think, even not as a soldier. Only very, very few people actually would shoot someone in the face if they had to, I think. I think it's about 10%, like 10 to 20% or something. They did I talked about this book a lot, Ordinary Man, where it's like a police squad in the Second World War. I think it was Germans in Poland, and they were hunting Jews. And they were from the normal police force. Like they were not National Socialists, not painter people. Yeah, and some people are like, why are you calling them painter people? Because YouTube does sometimes shadow ban channels, so I will not risk that. And if you are not fine with that, then, I mean, you can hate that, but you know what I'm talking about, which is the gist. So I don't know why you would complain about that. Anyway, so yeah, so they were taken by the painter people, but they were normal police forces, and they were SPD, so the Socialist Party. I think most of them did vote that, and not even the NSDAP, which was the Brown Party. So they were taken to Poland, and they were Jews in a row, and they were like, yeah, shoot them, and 10% did shoot them. And the others, like they missed or something, like, and they had their excuses. And I do think in war, there's also, most people purposefully miss in war. Like if you're at the front, and there's a life in front of you, and they are shooting at you, I think it's often that you just shoot in the air. At least, like, that's what I heard. I think I read some reports on that. I think the thing is this barrier of taking a life. It's just this big, and it's fortunately this big. So yeah, but if they make them hate the other person, then it's a different story. You know, then you might disinhibit some stuff because that's what the socialization process does. It inhibits your power proclivities and stuff like that a bit. So yeah, that's what they did here. Very interesting. Yeah, that won't work, I think, as I said, because compassion is a biological trait in part. Like, I do think you can dampen it, but you can only inhibit compassion, you can't erase it, you know? I do think that's very important to understand. And cold-hearted people is indeed something you can be. Like, if people are very cold, like, obviously sometimes you can live through stuff that makes you cold-hearted as a defense mechanism, like that also exists. But if you are a compassionate person, that on average is just something you are, and it's very, very hard to change that. So it's interesting that they try here. That's very interesting. And I mean, that's why it's an experiment. They don't know that if it works, and it shouldn't work here. Johan is just someone who already is what they want. So he'll probably ace this. So perfect environment for him to be validated in who he is. I mean, psychologically damaged ones. Yeah, I mean, I do think what they just do is completely mentally torturing the people and making their minds scarred as fuck. Like, that's what they do. And obviously that will have an impact on their lives. They will likely have PTSD. They will be afraid. They will have trust issues, all that stuff that, because their parents basically force them to be evil. And if you have a conscience, that is really fucking nasty, because your conscience will fucking go at you for that for as long as you live, in most cases, as far as I know. So, yeah.
それに関する資料は燃やされてしまったらしいから。
I mean, yeah, I would burn that as well. Yeah, of course, they fled.
でも、私聞いたことが。
Yeah, tell me about Johan.
うまく経歴をごまかしてこの国にとどまれた人。
Yeah, it's hard, man. We know it's hard, man.
キンダーハイムの悪魔のプロジェクトを観察していた。
Yeah, it's hard, man. I already know.
内務省警察に所属する。
A child psychologist for the Volkspolizei. So Volk means people, and Polizei is obviously police, so the people's police. Interesting. Volkspolizei. This Volk word is very both on the extreme left and on the extreme right. I do think it is a word that is used a lot. I would say currently in the German climate it is more with the right, is like associated with the right wing ideas, but the left wing ideas also used it as it is. Because, you know, the right wing say Volk, so the people, like and in our country, it's this idea like this proud on your country idea that they use. Like the Volk is the people of the country. They bond together. They have their traditions, cultures. So that's to be preserved. Like that's why the right wings use this word. And Volk is also the people in the more left leaning ideas. Because the Volkspolizei is a very left-leaning idea here. It is because of what what I talked about last time, that this community idea, but this everyone's caring for each other and the same. That's also we are the people. So this we are the people idea is actually both right and left wing. More like in the more extremist cases, which is interesting. So he's a psychologist. What does he know in that time? Like if it was the 70s, he knows shit, basically. Like that, like psychology has progressed in the last 50 years a lot. I know Piaget did have, I think in the 60s he started constructivism, which is actually I do think, like, we use it in educational psychology, like in my area, we use that a lot, though cognitivist theories are also very important for certain things, and it's like a mixture of both of them that actually will give you best learning outcomes with other factors that are not in those areas, which is also psychology they didn't have. So it is a very behaviorist or cognitivist idea. So I will quickly tell you what that is. The behaviorist idea is basically you can trigger behaviors by punishment and reward. And you can associate actions with that. It's the Pavlov dog. Like if you have a dog and he will eat, and you ring a bell, he will associate that with eating and pleasure or whatever you say, or satiation more. And if you ring the bell, then he will start salivating because he thinks he's going to eat. Like that's like just how you do it. And then there is cognitivism, which is like a behaviorist evolution, I would say. I think some might disagree, but I think it's very reasonable to say that it is basically, I show you how to do things and you imitate them, and through that you learn complex ideas. Very small creativity needed. Actually, there is creativity needed, which is why it doesn't work like that. Like you need a bit more creative, constructivist ideas of constructing your own ideas about the things you're doing. But it's basically it's like this recipe calculating. I don't know if, like we said, that it's, for example, something like that. Like if you are in school and you have to find the value X, so you have this cooking recipe, so to speak, how to get the answer. And you just do that recipe, so to speak, and then you get the answer. That's cognitivist learning. Like you don't know what you're really doing. Like you might not know why you do the steps you're doing. You just know that they work. That's cognitivist. So these two, the cognitivist and behaviorist ideas, were very strong in these times. So the idea was obviously to put them in situations where they would behave in a certain way and see that their hate was good because they would probably be rewarded for being hateful and winning the fights against the other people. So, yeah.
厚生省の地区担当官とか言いながら
Oh god, fuck off, Hartmann.
地区担当官
Yeah, I know it's him, he's the fucking asshole. But it's the thing, that's why he's so cold. He doesn't care for the children, he cares for the results, for the research. He's the one I talked about last time that values research over empathy, which you need in part in research to drive it forward, but you have to check up on these people because they might do some nasty shit like he's doing. So yeah, Mr. Hartmann.
インゲ
So Inge, are you okay? I like that she kissed her, that's very sweet.
そんな話もすべて例の事件で
Yeah. He should have not antagonized Hartmann perhaps, but I mean...
嫌なこと思い出しちゃった
No, tell me more. Like, this is a plot stupid shittery because you're not like, oh, it's so terrible, I can't talk to you about it. You can fuck off, you can. I want to know. Oh, she's gonna tell him, thank fuck. If she hadn't, I would be so fucking mad. Oh god. Oh, that's so sweet. So he treasures the soccer ball. Probably the first gift he ever got. Because reward like that. Yeah, I mean, Hartmann probably used reward as well.
でもサッカーは怪我が
No.
それまで静かに寝てる
That's pretty nice.
もうね本当のことを知ってる
Obviously she doesn't. She probably knows it from hearsay.
徹底した観光令を敷いたからね
You know, yes, perhaps, but I think these things, they are talked at in pubs and stuff. They are like, yeah. Oh, really? So Johan murked the director, why not?
省の後釜を狙っての勢力争い
Oh my god, Johan. Oh, it's so good. So I know I'm completely in the dark still, so I might talk rubbish now. But what I think happened is, so I will just guess that here. I guess what happened is Johan led, because Hartmann said he was leading a revolution, and he would know because he was revolted against, I guess. That's also, as I said, why he fears Dieter revolting, so to speak, and why he didn't want Dieter to hear that people did it. So Johan was told to go into this primal mode of survival of the fittest and hating other people and being like the better tribe, so to speak. So he used that against the instructors and made them fight over them, like over the same core idea about who will be the successor, like primal apes or something, which they do, like primal apes, like they hit each other until the most competent ape will be the leader. But there are skirmishes, so yeah.
子供たちの内部構想も
Oh yeah, a fun fact about the ape thing. I do think I've read that it's not the strongest ape that leads the pack, or if it's even called the tribe, the tribe, because if it was the strongest ape and he was just using brute force, like sometimes it happens that he wins for a short time, he's just gonna get ripped apart by number 2 and 3 and they will work together. Very interesting stuff, so.
できない状況だった
The inner conflicts between children. Oh, really?
今どうなったんですか
みんな死んだ
What? Why? Really?
あそこで殺し合ったんだ
That's so nasty. Oh no. Oh, that's awesome. That's so fucked. How the fuck did Johan do that? It has to have been Johan.
明日はきっといい日だ
Yeah, see, this is kind talk he doesn't know. I really like that.
お迎えが来たわよ
Oh god. Is it Hartmann? Why would Hartmann know that? Dieter could shout though. That's Hartmann. Fuck off, man. Perhaps Tamar should have just hit him in the face. Like, not shot him, because that would be bad, but yeah. Oh god. He looks awesome. He looks so awesome, like this really neutral asshole. He could just run away. But is he already healed? Oh god, fuck off. Really? What's he gonna do, man? Is he gonna murk the child? I don't think so. I do think he has idea. Oh god, man! He looks so evil. Does he have the like? Will he torture him? Yeah, I would look like that as well. I think he knows where he wants to go. Oh my god, he looks like he's dead inside. I love the uncanny valley horror of this anime. Oh my god, that is so awesome. You know why eyes are scary? Because they are like, it's a predator reflex we have. It is eyes staring at you is makes you anxious automatically in most cases, because something sees you that can potentially get you. It's like a warning system you need to have. It's also why red eyes, I think, glowing eyes are often very scary. And eyes without pupils, because you don't know where the thing is looking that's looking at you. That's why pupilless eyes are very scary. It's like the level up. So, yeah. Great. Yeah, like, what did you do? She probably just like did her job, and it was like, I always like think in these situations when I watch a show, like, why did you do it? But then I'm like, she's probably just doing her day-to-day work, and like these little things, she wouldn't even recognize that in her day-to-day life. You know what I mean? Because like some small fuck-ups happen all the time, I guess. So like she didn't think a lot by it. Like that's always something I find very interesting. He was, though. Yeah. Oh god, why? Man. Yeah, but they do know that he did have marks of someone hitting him. Are they brain dead? Didn't he tell them? Yeah, obviously he did, because he's his home. Doesn't know anything else. Because that's the thing. It's scarier sometimes to go into the unknown than to stay with the terrible thing you have, because at least you know it. You know what I mean? That's a very, very fucked up thought. But I do think I don't know this. It was something I would suppose that abuse victims that stay in toxic relationships do have that problem, because if you don't, at least you know the relationship, even though it's horror and terrible and hell, but outside of it, it's the unknown, and you have to take a leap of faith, so to speak, which is very hard. And depending on your personality, it might be even harder, like if you're more introvert or something, like it's even scarier. So it's very, very nasty stuff. Really well written, but really nasty. Yeah, he's going after him. Holy shit, man. Yeah, you effed up. You should have told them more explicitly what, yeah. They're not there. He's at some disciplining facility, probably at the orphanage ruins, because they're still there. I'm gonna call he's still using Kinderheim 511 to do stuff. He's still continued his experiments, I'm 1000% sure. Just does other stuff now because the Johan stuff happened and he failed before. Oh, creaking floorboards. That's so East Germany. Oh my god. Why does he have all the children on the wall? Are they trophies? Or are they like, why is he putting up the pictures of the children? Because he thinks he wants to remind himself of his failures, or because he thinks he built great people there in his warped up, fucked up mind? Because he does think he's doing right. Hartman 1000% thinks he's right here. Unfortunately, I can't read that because it's gibberish, scribbly stuff. So what are you gonna read here? I want to see. It's probably gonna be German again. Yeah, he's taking pictures with all of them. Why? Because he thinks he's their father. He probably thinks, at least I'm giving them a purpose in life. That's probably what she's gonna think. I'm gonna call that now. Yeah. I mean, they look kinda happy. That's so weird. Because he tries to give them purpose. This is so fucked. Like, all of this is absolutely fucking fucked.
時期はバラバラみたいだが、どれも同じ場所で撮ってる。
Yeah, it's at the orphanage, man. The orphanage mate, obviously. Oh, is that Johan? Look at Johan's fucking eyes. He looks already like a predator here. That's so fucking... Like, he really smiles, like... And the others are like... And he's like... Gonna get you and murk you. I'm sorry, then. Johan is getting to me a bit too much, I guess.
一緒に写っているこの男は誰だろう?
Yeah, who is that man? I don't know. I mean, that's not a big revelation. Obviously, they're there.
写真はすべて511キンダーハイムで
Yeah, obviously. I mean, come on, man. Where else would he be? Yep.
のメンバー全員があそこで殺し
Did
合って
they, though? Or didn't they? Are they still there? Is that just the cover story and they're all still there? That would be so fucked, man.
もしかしたら
I don't think they're doing that, though. That would be too fucked. Then again, knowing this anime, who knows? At least he does have a gun. It's probably in the cellar or some shit, man. Oh, good God. Looks so run down. What's he doing to the boy, though? God, fucking God. That animation of the ball rolling down is beautiful, but holy shit, man. It's making me so anxious. That animation of the ball is so beautiful, but holy shit. What's he doing to the boy? Oh my God, why is he sitting there like a puppet? No, don't call it! The other... Oh, he fucking hit the shit out of him. So there's the asshole. What's he gonna do here? Oh, he did have an iron pipe. What?
あの時
Ooh, what Johan saw. What Johan saw.
ダメだ
So he tries to recreate Johan because Johan was what he wanted. He thought he created Johan, but he can't recreate it because Johan is more biologically like he's a psychopath, and they didn't know that. Yeah, so very brilliantly written. Also, like the fire of this. Fire is often a symbol for enlightenment in the scientific way as well. I mean, Prometheus, you know, so it brought the fire and knowledge. Yeah, man. What would Johan do to him, though? Holy shit, man. He's almost like he's praising Johan. Wow, he's just telling him? Okay.
勘も孤児も
Why? Man, there's still the dried up blood. That's so fucked, man.
ヨハンはそれを眺め
He probably found that pretty fascinating, not gonna lie.
から彼は眺めていた
That's why he puts him on like a golden throne with the flame of knowledge. Because Johan was the one who understood what he wanted people to understand. But he couldn't control Johan, I think. Oh god, this is so fucking eerie, I love it. Yeah. Oh god, I love it.
ただ眺めていた
It's like, you peasants. You just die like maggots. There's such a fucked up backstory. Like, Johan is so what? Oh.
一体な
Yeah, see, he did all of it.
彼はこう答えた
Ooh.
込んだ布を焚き火にかざしてね
Yeah, he made it burst. He made them flare up their emotions. Interesting. Very likely.
この意味がわかるかね
Yeah.
集まると憎しみが生まれる。
Yeah, exactly that. I like that Johan does not have hate. We have to keep that in mind. I don't think he has hate. Like, on the contrary, he finds hate fascinating, I think, because it riles up people and drives them to kill each other, which is something he finds probably beautiful, which, if I understood his very few appearances correctly. So he is like, I think death is interesting and fascinating and beautiful, and everyone has a thing inside himself that can make them do what I love so much to see, which is killing. And I do think he's right as well. I do think there are extremely few people, perhaps none, that could not, if they really honestly ask themselves, could you find a reason to kill someone? And I think I've posed that question in Attack on Titan, but I do think it's worth thinking about, like, what, like, for me, I can pretty quickly, I think, come up with things that would make me hate something so much, like what they would have to do to make me hate someone that I considered things like this. Because Tenma as well wants to end him. Like, let's look at Tenma. For him, it's enough to see that someone he saved is murdering people horrifically just because he can and because he thinks it's good, so he wants to stop them. I don't know if he hates him necessarily, but hate is often breaking down this barrier of killing someone. As I said before with the soldiers, it's breaking it down easy. So he wants them to have a lowest threshold for the act of killing, but he can use hatred. And I do think it's in social structures with men. If you put men in social structures and you see other people be a lot better off than you are, they're biologically very, very drawn to violence and hateful acts, so to speak, because their whole immune system, I think, is fucking them up, because they feel like they can feel how they are in the societal structure or mock societal structure they're in. They can feel that if they're down, if there's another society that's up and they're down, like, they get really, really, really fucking violent, and this hate thing comes out. By the way, fun thing is the most violent crimes, and they are done by men on average, is not a place with low income or with high income. It is where places with high and with low income are close together. You know, it's like seeing what you can't have and being shown every day that you are so much lower in the value hierarchy that you perceive than others. And that's why you completely go mental and stuff. And Johan could make that happen. Like, Johan has to find the right words, and then they can make people feel small, insignificant, make people feel hatred towards others, because he knows what their triggers are, like with the dude who killed him oft himself in the study with the red man. You know, it's like awesomely interestingly done. Yeah, he is so fucking clever and so fucking calculated. Yep, exactly. He knows the triggers, because it's a game for him. That's his game. That is his game. That's Johan's game. Johan's game is to see, can I get people to kill other people. That's his game. That's the game he played as a child. Oh my god, that's so brilliant. That's his socialization game. I talked about the socialization through games, and he found that his game to socialize is, and to understand society, is to make them kill each other. Because that's fun. That's his game. So interesting. It's the perversion of the game. He imposes his rules on everyone else, and his rule is like the killing thing. So yeah. No, it's not. He was like that before. No. Yeah. Oh, so he knows. I'm glad he knows. Yeah. Yeah. It was just an experiment. Yeah, but they fucking failed. They failed. What an asshole. No, Johan was a commander. At best. Yeah, see? And that's what I said with the value hierarchy. because he was so competent, he just abuses the competence. It is so brilliantly written. Man, these episodes, they're so mind-blowingly good. There's no way we could have created a masterpiece like him, yeah. Yeah, that's so awesome. It's exactly what I said. Man, it's so well done. It's like exactly how I said. I can't believe that. It's so good. So much psychological knowledge in this show. He was a monster from the beginning, yeah. I made a prediction.
結局皆憎み合い
Might be.
ヨハンの目標は何だった
Holy shit, man. He looks so fucking evil. Holy shit. I don't think that prediction is, though, necessarily something that's true in the real world. And I do think from his perspective, it is a very, very reasonable prediction, though. But the thing is, Tenma doesn't want to kill him because he hates him. He wants to kill him because he wants to stop him. He wants to kill him to save, not to destroy, so to speak, you know? So that's very interesting. I like that. You seem to have been close to him.
たった一人生き残ること
Holy shit, that's so awesome. Yeah, he wants to be on the top of everything, of every value and competence and a social hierarchy. And he's manipulating other people to fall, because if there are no other people left, he will be on the top by default. And that's fun to him because he can see death and he likes that. Awesome. Awesome. Fucking awesome. Yeah, the fires of hell. Man, I want Johan. I want more Johan.
ディータ
Look, that Dieter is looking. I know he's like, but he's looking up, and Johan was looking down. It's almost like he's looking up for help because he's like he wants someone like because he's not on top and he doesn't want to be on top. Perhaps potentially, I don't know. That might be reaching, but he's looking up for someone to help him. And Johan was looking down because he thought he was the top, and no one, like he didn't need help. Tomorrow is dark.
お前も少しでもヨハンに近づかないと
Yeah, sometimes you have to be a Johan. That is the thing, though. Because the world is unfair and harsh, sometimes you have to let the evil in yourself out, controlled, and to achieve goals, because otherwise you will just get trampled and killed. Basically, and it can be mentally or physically, but in the world that we live in, it's a social world, and if you don't sometimes let out your darkness, and that but you have to control it. That's the thing, because if you let it out, you will people will hate you. You might be an outcast. You never really connect. But if you know what you're capable of and you can use it in the right moments and do it with responsibility as well, so to speak, and it's very hard to judge. Obviously, it's very complicated what I'm talking about in practice, but I do think you need that sometimes. So, and that's really fucked as well.
どうしてダメなんだ
Yeah, why isn't it working? Oh, he does have a gun. I thought he had a stick. So he's got a
ど
shotgun.
うしてヨハンのように
Oh my god, man.
これ以上暴力を振れば
I mean, hurt him more and I'll shoot. He's about to blow his head off. Like, what? Whatever. It's like, what? You know what I mean? It's like, what? Get out of here.
これは私たちの問題だ
I mean, it does concern him. Yeah, Dieter. Lieber Faith.
ヨハンのことを知り
Really, man. This dude's so fucking
ヨハン
psychopathic.
のことを知ってどうする
Yeah.
殺そうなんて無理な話だ
Really, why?
まあ
Because of who Dr. Tenma is or because of who Johan is? I would say more of because he knows who Johan is. He already thinks Johan is unkillable, so to speak. Like, Johan is an idea in his head as well. And very interesting stuff.
一つだけ情報は
Yeah, tell me.
それを聞いたら私たちのことはほっとい
Don't. You will save the boy rather than know this news. He also doesn't point the muzzle, the thing aimer at him, but in the middle, at the weapon. General Wolf.
最初にヨハンの才能を見
Oh my fucking god, man.
とどこかで生きているはずだ
Oh fuck, man.
写真の男か
This General Wolf, he does look like an officer from the NS times. He does. I don't know why. Interesting. So he now has got a quest, but like, why would he now honor this? What he said, like, it's like, if I tell you, will you leave us alone here? I'm going to tell you, will you leave us alone? No, like, it's like, fuck it, Tenma, fuck it.
ヨハンを連れてきたのも彼だし。
He knows everything. I don't think he does, but that's so cool. Really well done, man.
そこから降りるか降りないか。
Yep, exactly. Agency. Not blindly following. That's so cool.
ベルトマンがライフルの引き金に指をかけたら。
Oh, he doesn't have the finger on the... Okay, I see. I didn't see that. I was not observant enough. So he's not having the... Okay. Very good.
ディーター、自分で決めろ。
Yeah. That's so awesome. And this is the agency you need to break free from these commanding people as well. The agency to take a leap of faith and leave the abuser. And that's a hard thing.
私の子供だもの。
Nah, whatever, mate. Fuck off, you fucking dirtbag ass shit fuckface, man.
さあ、消えてくれ。
Don't think he's gonna shoot him, though. I somehow don't think so. He's just threatening him and stuff. Oh no! He stood up! Oh no! My life's work is in shambles. What an asshole, man. I love that, though. That's hard to do. Like, if I had seen this some years earlier, I would be like, yeah, obviously standing up. But, like, what the fucking boy does here takes so much courage, man. So awesome.
そうだ。大丈夫。そのまま。
That's so cool, man. Tenma's influence made him go there.
戻っておいで。私の可愛い。 私から離れて生きていけると。
See exactly what I talked to. Man, it's awesome.
動けば撃つ。愛しているんだ。
He does, but as a father, I hope.
明日は真っ黒なんだぞ。
Man, holy shit, man.
今のおじさんが言ってた。
Yeah. That's awesome, man. It's hope. And prospect of a future that is not dark.
怖くない。
It's so interesting that he says tomorrow will be dark. And like that means he's gonna be hit again. But Dieter understood that, yeah, perhaps tomorrow will be light if I go away. I love that, man. That takes so much courage what Dieter's doing here. Really commendable. He's gonna break down here. Because his behaviorist shit didn't work anymore. Thank fuck, man. Yeah, who your life's work is in shambles now, you fucking ass shit. It's so fucking weird. I hope you didn't do the file shit to him, man. That sounded a bit like it. I don't think so, though. He's in love with his research project, so to speak, and not, you know. But it's fucked. What a fucking dim shit, man. Dieter! I love the voice acting as well. Very well done. Very awesome, man.
バスに乗って9年
So we've got the Bushaltestelle, which is the bus stop of Tarpen something 3945. I love these.
通りで降りるんだ。
Yeah, get off at Kühnenstraße. Okay, whatever.
そこのエルナ・ティーツェって先生。
Okay, so he's called Erna Tietze. So Erna is a very grandmotherly name. I don't know why. Like always, I think of grandmothers when I hear Erna. I do think some grandmothers around my home village were called Erna. And Tietze is, I don't know.
見た目はおっかないけど。
Yeah, she's the inverse of Hartmann. I love it.
私は訳あって町には行けない。
No, so cool. But now he will venture into the world, explore it on his own.
サッカー上手くなるんだ。
It's so cool, man. He's so awesome. Can Dr. Tenma play soccer?
ダメだ。私。
Oh, he wants him to be his father. Oh no. Oh
ダメ
no.
だって言ってるだろ。
Oh. Oh fuck, man. Oh. Man. Oh. Man, the meaning behind that, holy shit, man, this show. Oh, thank God it's over. Like, in a good way. Oh, the Bootsman changed. The Bootsman is coming to the village, taking the children. The Bootsman takes the children. Stupid Bootsman. Okay, jump to the next episode. Whatever. Jesus fucking Christ, that was so powerful. Because all he knew of a fatherly figure was hatred, and he still wanted to be with Tenma, even though he could have gone on his own. Very powerful. That must he trusted him. That's so fucking great. Man, these episodes are so fire. That's so good. Like, I love these so much. It's so good. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this one again. Don't forget to like and subscribe, tell me what you thought, and I will see you in the next one, hopefully. See you around. Bye.